Hello world, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paul. Well, all my research today was for Yanship. When I got to the Yanship National Park, I already knew it was an expensive day out, but then they asked me for a filming permit, which I've applied for them before for other places. They want $300 or $400. So we're not going to Yanship. So right now I'm in Gilderson. Look at this, isn't this gorgeous? And Gilderson Moore River. This is the Moore River estuary just up here that I'll show you. I'm only winging it today, so hopefully we'll be able to get a movie together. And while you're getting over the shock of finding out that I actually do research into these movies, I'm going to roll the intro. Now this impressive looking structure up behind me here is the Gilderson Lighthouse. It was only built in 1983, but it is an important part of Western Australia's navigation. This is the coast. We're about, by road it's about 50 kilometres to Perth, so I'm guessing by coast it's about 50 kilometres down to Fremantle. But you can see why the white caps out there. I don't know if you can see it in this lens, but you can see the reef is very close to the surface out there, so this is a very important lighthouse. And we'll make the code word light.
Come and visit us in Guilderton.
So, I think the wind's blowing in the thing, so I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but now you'll be able to hear me. This is the Moore River estuary where it meets the sea. If you remember in the Lancelin video we stopped at Cowella Bridge. I told you about the army base that was there during the war. Well, this is Moore River. That was on Moore River. There was that tiny little, almost a creek. Well, this is the Moore River. And up on the beach here, sometimes there's some great surf here, like really good. When I was at school we used to come and stay at the Caravan Park right here. And we'd go surfing out here, and when my mum was at nursing school there was nothing here then. Yeah, absolutely nothing. And her and about 10 of her nursing mates were skinny dipping in the water, and a tourist boat came down the river, so they had to run over to the other side and hide behind those rocks there. And they both all got very badly sunburned. So yeah, we've got a bit of history at this place, but isn't this just gorgeous, guys? And back at the lighthouse, which you can just see the tip of it there. I was telling you how important that is to this area. Well, there was 4 major shipwrecks here back in the days. The Emily, the Villa de Rowan, the Hugh Norman, and the Guilderton, which I'm guessing was Dutch. Yeah, so all up this coast, and I don't know if you can see it in this lens, but there's just white caps out to sea there all the way along. So the reef, and I've told you this before, in the Beaches of Perth video, I think I made it. I featured it in that, but Australia is the only continent on Earth with reef on its west coast. So yeah, this is a very rare thing, and because of that we've got a lot of wildlife and sea life here that's nowhere else in the world. And we're just in the river car park here. I'll show you more there. But this is the visitor centre. I was just in there, met Linda. What an informative woman, telling me all about the area. But as usual, make the code word info. Let's go and have a look at the river. Now, that's the visitor centre just here, and if I turn around, got picnic tables, got 2 barbecues in here, got the same thing just up there, toilet blocks, and this is the Moore River mouth. Just up there is the lookout I was at before, and Linda was so informative. Guilderton was built in 1951 and it was specifically for people to come up from Perth during Easter, tourists. There used to be a bridge just up here across the river, so instead of coming in the way we came in today, or the way you'll come in, there used to be a bridge across the river. People would come across from Yanchep, I guess. Look at this, you can hire canoes just up here. It's just a beautiful part of the river. I'll show you more of the river as we get up, and more of the more. Oh, well, I thought it was funny, guys. This is the Caravan Park just here. Just amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yes, and we'd love to see you down at Guilderton. Enjoy Joe's and Bros. Thanks for coming, and please come.
Just below the lighthouse, got this groin put in for, this is where they put the sea boats in, the ocean boats. I'll show you the river ramp shortly, but this is famous because they've got this little toy library, so kids can come here and grab the toys. Bit of seaweed here now, but look at this side of the beach. Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't said that for a while. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And hopefully you can hear me with the wind blowing in straight at me. And we'll make the code word toy. And this is the Moore River Roadhouse and Bakery with cafe in here. Apart from Joe's down at the beach, this is the only place you can eat really, but as you can see with all the cars, there's a lot of people eating here. And this is the Gilderson Country Club. Unfortunately, staffing issues, and I guess it's the same with all these country towns, a lot of it relies on backpacker staff. And with the border shut, they can't get the staff, so it's shut on Sundays. But they've got the bowling club here, they've got the golf club, which is all maintained by volunteers, local volunteers. Beautiful golf course, I'm told. And just up on the hill here, I think that's the men's shed, but if it's not, the men's shed's just up the road here. Very close, if you're here on your caravan and enjoy visiting the men's sheds. Guys, it's going to be hard for me to make a long video out of this, but please don't think just because it's a short video that Gilderton's not worth visiting. It hasn't changed much in the 40 years I've been coming here, 50 years, oh my God, yeah, 45 years that I've been coming here, because the limestone shelf is so high, they can't put sewage in here, so it's all the houses have got septic tanks, so the government won't approve new dwellings with septic tanks. So even if you came here in 20 years, it's not going to be much different than it is now. There might be newer houses, but it'll still be the same blocks. And it really is a beautiful little beach place, maybe 50 k's out of Perth. You come up here for the day. Beautiful. Look at this, guys. Now, the river mouth's just around the corner, just where we were before. Look at this, just gorgeous. I'll put the drone up so you can see the river properly. There's boardwalks and little walks you can do all along the river here. You can swim across the river, and if you look up there, there's paths up into the bush. Just amazing. And I forgot to mention, this is called Silver Creek. And we'll make the code word silver.
West Australia is a beautiful country.
So now this car park's about 50 metres up the river from Silver Creek. There's all these walk trails. They had people not meaning to do any harm, but just trekking through the bush, so they decided to save the bush. They put these paths in for everyone. They spent a lot of money doing it, so people aren't just trekking through the bush willy-nilly. This one goes back to Silver Creek. This one, I believe, goes for kilometres right up the river. You can walk as far as you like. Look where we are, guys. Isn't this just amazing? And all the shade. It's probably 25, 26 today. It's t-shirt weather, window open in the car. But here we're in the shade. We've got the breeze blowing up the river. Absolutely gorgeous. And look, how well can you see that? Just stunning. And this is, you know, not even an hour out of Perth. And we've got this beautiful untouched country. And as I explained to you before, with the government not approving building with septic tanks, this will stay untouched forever, I hope. And guys, like I said before, just because this is a short video, please don't come here. This is just an amazing little place. There's just these walk trails all through town, and there's little signposts everywhere just explaining things. This is the site of the original farmstead in 1904. This would have been, well, I'm not sure how old the windmill is, but this was where the original stables were. Look, you've got little tables and chairs here. Just maybe an hour's drive. You've got the beach to yourself. You saw in the drone video earlier on, there was no one on the beach instead of having to fight for a piece of sand up in the city. Just incredible. Now we're 5, maybe 10 k's out of Gilderson, back on the Indian Ocean Drive. This is the Moore River here again, but this is a 72-hour park bay. Flushing toilets over there. We've even got a dump site over here, and look where you are. And the traffic's a bit noisy, but when you're travelling on the highway you get used to that. Absolutely beautiful, and what an amazing setup. These guys look like they're really at home. All over the area there's these 4-wheel drive tracks. Just a few rules like stay on the tracks and keep your tyre pressure low so you're not tearing the area to bits. Gilderson's in the Gin Shire, if you remember in the Gin movie video. You could do them both in one day, but guys, I'd give them a day each really. There's so much to do in both places. Just over here is the gravity centre that I took you to. It's about halfway between here and Gin. Well, I was a bit upset this morning that I couldn't film in Yanchep, but it turned out to be a great thing. Gilderson, what an incredible little town. And like I keep saying, it's only about an hour out of Perth. You could spend the day there, just amazing. If you don't know what all my code words are for, I'll put a link up here explaining how you can win a Mavic Mini drone. If you haven't subscribed yet, guys, hit the Mad Dog icon up there or the subscribe button down below. Give me a big thumbs up. Share this video everywhere you can, and we'll see you in the next one.